Hey, oh wow. I should actually put it in park. Hey, today it's a Monday. It's Monday the 13th, I think it is. Um, all is well. I am in the parking lot at Walmart. Asia ran in to do a thing, and that's what we do now. We go to Walmart a lot. I see now why my sister would end up at Target so much. So here's what's going on. I have an eviction notice in my pocket. And you can tell by the sound of my voice how concerned I am with it, because in my other pocket is also the money by which to make the payment to take care of that. So my issue is not that I don't have the money, it's just that I haven't submitted it yet. So not a concern for me. See, the problem that I have, and it could just be me. Maybe I'm petty, or maybe I'm just spiteful for no reason. But I rent is due between the first and the fifth. After the fifth, they can charge you a late fee, though late fees have not been applying during the pandemic. But whatever. So if let's say on the fifth day we haven't paid, you would assume that on the sixth, we'll use July as an example so that you can follow along. When we didn't pay on July 5th, you would assume that on July 6th, we would have a letter that says, here's your 3-day notice to quit. So that would be 6, 7, 8. And then by July 9th, they would say, now we have to send in this paperwork to the lawyers. We have to push forward with the eviction. Okay, that sounds like what the process would be, and this is the process that they want you to believe happens. But what really happened was we didn't pay our rent on the 5th. We didn't pay our rent on the 8th or the 9th. We received a 3-day notice to quit on the 10th of July. No problem. They said, hey, 3-day notice to quit. Now, I knew that on the 12th, we were going to certify and we would have our money and it wouldn't be a big deal. So here we are on today, on the 13th. I now have that money to now give you. So I knew that wasn't going to be the issue, and it was just a matter of making it until the money came through. Where was I going with that? I had a whole point. Okay, my whole point was the 3-day notice to quit should have long since come and gone. But the eviction notice that I have says now you have to pay by tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and we won't accept the money if you don't give it to us tomorrow by 5 o'clock. And again, maybe it's just me being petty. Maybe that's the case. But if you are so willing to be flexible to the point that a 3-day notice to quit gets stretched out for a week and a half, and then what ended up happening was we ended up getting on one of those little settlement things with them because fucking pandemic. So we weren't paying rent for a couple of months, which allowed us to kind of take care of shit. But now we're paying those back in increments. So we're rolling up on another one of those times. In fact, on the 15th, they're going to say, hey, it's time for you to give us that $675, which again, we have. Not a big deal. But I think it's the idea that they go, oh, you need to do this. I don't like to be spoken down to, and I don't like to be given ultimatums, and I don't like to be talked to like I don't know things or like I'm stupid. Like, it's the global fucking pandemic. SMUD issued a statement. I don't know for those of you who have SMUD or PG&E or whatever. For me, it's SMUD. SMUD said, we aren't turning anybody off for non-payment until January of 2021. Fuck what you heard, because there's a pandemic and shit's going on and it's weird. So people are trying to look out for other people. Like, there's no court system in the world right now that would entertain an eviction notice to say, hey, during the quarantine, somebody couldn't afford to pay their rent. Get out and live on the streets. There no court's gonna take that. And I know that. And they would think that, but they assume I'm stupid. They assume that I don't know these things. Like, and moreover, like, I have the money. I'm going to fucking give it to you. Just fucking ease up about it. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you go into the kitchen to do the dishes, and as you start, your mama say, yeah, do them dishes. Well, now you don't want to no more. I don't need to be told what to do. Like, I'm well aware, and here it comes. And as soon as I have it, you'll have it. The idea that they bluster and they throw these rules at you, and then when you don't abide by that rule, they stretch the rule, and then when you don't do that one, they stretch it, and then when you do that, they stretch it, and they go, well, this time we really mean it. And I go, look, dude, just relax. I got it. Like, I'm listening to myself talk, and it sounds like I'm just being petty, but if you've ever had somebody talk down to you, that's what it's like. They send you these emails in all caps, eviction. If you don't do this right now, this is what's going to happen to you. And it's just like, did you think that this month was the month I woke up and was like, hey, I wonder if that whole eviction thing is a myth or not? I bet you that if I just didn't pay, it would all be a lie and I could get off scot-free. I know I owe you fucking rent. Relax. I'm going to pay you. We're getting there, and you'll get it. And I always pay my rent. I always do. Right now, we are so far ahead of the game, I'm not going to allow things like this to get under my skin. But it did bother me. It kind of pissed me off. But nothing we can do about it at this point. My phone's at 15%, and I need this for navigation and shit. So I'm going to have to go. But I'm going to just take a chill pill. I'm not going to let shit bother me. Like, fuck the bungalows. They'll get it when they get it.